So Heavenly, Quad, Mariah, and Mama Lucy, they sit down and they both groups decide to discuss their own opinions about Mariah's party and what happened at the party. Now Heavenly sits down and she talks to Quad about the party. And Quad wasn't there. Quad had a birthday, so she left town for her birthday. So she didn't go to Mariah's party. And I honestly believe even if it wasn't her birthday, she still would have left. She still wouldn't have had nothing to do with that fucking party because she don't fuck with Mariah. But Heavenly said the party was a shit show. And I think that she doing way too much when she telling Quad that because honestly and truly, I don't like Mariah, but the party wasn't a shit show. The only thing that was a shit show was that fucking shady ass speech that she gave Toya when she gave her fucking award, and the shade was thrown at Heavenly. And y'all Mariah lovers can sit up here and say that there wasn't no shade towards Heavenly, but it was. And that's what the fuck Mariah be doing. She claims she wants to move forward a whole lot of the time, but yet she still be throwing shade and she still be holding grudges. Now I'm not one to tell nobody when they're supposed to forgive somebody and how they're supposed to forgive somebody. Because if I was sitting up here saying all that shit, then I would be a fucking hypocrite, being that I'm a fan of Candy Burris and I'm sitting up here telling y'all on my Housewives video that you can't tell nobody when to forgive. So how the fuck can I sit up here and tell Mariah when to forgive? That's not the issue here. My issue is not with her not forgiving. The issue is her saying that she has forgiven someone, but she's steady throwing shade. She's steady taking her shots. So obviously you ain't forgave them if you still doing it. Because I honestly feel like once you forgive a motherfucker, the situation is never to come up again. That's how I feel about forgiveness. When I forgive a motherfucker, I never speak on the shit again. What's the point of me talking about it again if I forgave your ass? That's how I feel. And Quad instigating on the slick, talking about, well, that's how Mariah is, you know what I'm saying? That's how Mariah is, honey. That's how she is. But, at the end of the day, Heavenly, Toya never came out of her mouth about Mama Lucy. Even though Mama Lucy came out of her mouth about her. That's true. But however, if Heavenly didn't has apologized to you, Mariah, for talking about your damn mama, and you accepted her apology, don't throw no shade when you just don't do that. Cause I just felt I felt like you were being completely petty when you did that. And I don't care what nobody say. You were. Um and we get into Jackie and Curtis. Now they finally have a conversation about their marriage, and it's pretty clear that they still love each other. Curtis still love her, but they got to take them steps because trust has been fucking ruined. And when you've been in a situation with a person for so long and then your trust is fucked up, it's going to be hard to trust again. And especially, and I know what that's like considering the fact that I've been with so many different men over the last 7 years, and my trust has been completely burned. And I will say that the last straw from my trust issues happened about 3 years ago when I was dating this guy on and off, and I found out that he was engaged 3 times. I forgave him 3 times and he got engaged 3 times on me. And from that point on, I never been able to trust a man again. And that's why it's so hard for me now, being in a relationship now, is difficult because all situations start off so good. Everything is so good to be true until you find out how a person really is. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that he's like that because I doubt that he is. But because I've been through so much, it got to take. I gotta take some time to really get used to it. I gotta take some time to really, you know, warm up to being in a relationship. Because don't get me wrong, I love where I'm at and I love the person I'm with. But it's kind of like, because my trust issues is so fucked up, it's taking me some time to warm up to it. So I understand where Jackie coming from. Sometimes we get been through so much in relationships and in friendships and everything, and your trust level is fucked up, and you don't have the time to be trying to put your trust in people. I understand. It takes some time to build up. So Quad talked to her friend Emily about her marriage, and she's pretty much saying that she feels like she feels unappreciated by Dr. G. But here's the thing, Quad, and I think I said this before. The problem with you is you want to have a whole damn script reading session just to speak how you feel about your husband when that's not even necessary. You don't even have to do that. All you gotta do is be 100% real about it. Just tell that nigga that, you know what I'm saying? I feel like you're not doing it for me. I feel like you're not being 100% good to me emotionally. I feel like you're not trying to do your part. Just say that. Ain't nothing wrong with saying it. All you gotta do is be 100 about the shit. Be 100 about it. Just say you're not happy emotionally. Just say that. You don't have to read off a script to tell a nigga that. That's why he getting mad, because you trying to put on a show, and that's something you ain't gotta be doing. You ain't gotta put on no show. All you gotta do is just say what it is. I'm not happy with you emotionally. Financially, I'm fine. But spiritually and emotionally, I'm not happy, and I need you to fulfill me emotionally. That's all the fuck you gotta say. But instead, you're being vague, bitch. Instead, you're trying to read off a script, bitch. And you're trying to have your Angela Bassett moment, bitch. And that's why people say you phony. And everybody knows that I love Quad to death. But she pissing me the fuck off. One thing's for sure, and two things is for sure. You ain't giving him no damn baby. You don't want to compromise and give him a child. You don't want to compromise your pussy and give him a child. The least you can do is tell him what the fuck you want, because he's telling you what the fuck he want. You not telling him shit. So how the fuck he supposed to know what the fuck you want from him? Girl, bye, bitch. Anyway, Jackie and Simone. Simone comes over to Jackie's house while she's on call. And she just pretty much comes over, and, Jackie keeps Simone up to speed about what's going on with Curtis. Curtis been bringing her flowers. They had a conversation. And Simone wanted to know, well, what happened after that? Well, we both agreed that we're going to talk, continue to talk, and try to get better with our communication. So that's a good thing. So the next thing you know, it's time for Contessa's 90s party. And let me tell you, I love me some 90s shit. Love me some 90s shit. Love some 80s shit. Y'all know how I like to dress. They have a party, and everybody come in as different people. And I forget. I totally forgot what Contessa's bitch ass nanny is. What her name is. But let me tell you about that bitch. She pissed me off. Why is she acting the way she is? Okay, because first of all, Contessa is a good one. Because ain't no way in hell I'll be taking that abuse from a bitch that I'm paying. Bitch, you own my motherfucking clock. Bitch, I'm paying you. So who the fuck are you to be disrespecting me in my shit, bitch? Who the fuck you supposed to be? She asked you to do your job that she's paying your ass for, bitch. What's your fucking problem, bitch? Seriously, that bitch pissed me off. And I don't like to go in on older women on my videos, but she pissed me off. That hoe really put me in a bad place with her ass, because the way she came for Contessa, and Contessa is the sweetest thing. I know she can read a bitch when she wants to, but she's so sweet. And I don't understand why I think her name was Miss Renee, why she had to come for her. Bitch, what's your fucking problem? You better sip on some damn insurance and calm your ass down. So, Simone feeling some type of way because Heavily been giving her the cold shoulder ever since New Orleans and the voodoo shop. They get their husbands involved. Next thing you know, they buried the hatchet, which was fine. You know what I'm saying? Agree to disagree and let it go. So then, next thing you know, Mariah comes and Heavily automatically turns her nose up. Next thing you know, Simone come over and she creates all this motherfucking drama that didn't need to be created. Simone, were you bored? Did the producers tell you to do that? Because that wasn't necessary, bitch. What was your point of even bringing that up? Talking about telling everybody how she gave Toya an award and the message was very shady, and she threw a lot of shade at Heavenly and all of that shit. And I'm like, Simone, girl, why did you do that? And what was your point? Why would you even do that knowing that was going to create some drama? And see, I don't like Mariah, but this is why she don't be wanting to fuck with y'all. This is why. Because y'all talking about y'all wanted to bury the hatchet, and here you go, creating drama, making this bitch out to be the bad guy. Now, I do agree that the shit that she pulled at her party was shady as fuck. It was. And y'all can kiss my ass about that if you don't agree with it. But I feel like it was fucking shady. That's how I feel. It was shady. Bottom fucking line. But Simone was fucked up for the way she presented it. Creating all this drama at Contessa's fucking house. And then on top of that, Mariah and Heavenly. Heavenly is a dumb bitch too. Because she ain't learned no lesson. Because she's still trying to use those your mama jokes like she in fucking elementary school. Bitch, I ain't said your mama since I was, what, 10? I didn't say it then. So what are you saying? Grow up. You a dentist, for crying out loud. You should be fixing my damn teeth and yours too. So what the fuck is you talking about, bitch? And then when somebody was like, well, all of us felt that way. It don't matter what all of y'all felt, bitch. That wasn't the place or the time. And why was you being messy? Simone, you full of shit. Real talk, you full of shit. Because you knew what the fuck you was doing. You knew that by you bringing that shit up was going to create a bunch of bullshit. And that's exactly what happened. We all called Toya ass messy. But Simone, you pulled some Toya shit. You really did pull it. Because that wasn't necessary. And now these two old bitches finna fight because of your ass. Simone, bye, bitch. But that's my review on Married to Medicine. I will see y'all later. The next time I do a review will be for the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I'm so glad they're coming back. And I'll check y'all later. Bye-bye.